Max, I finally read the book. Hi guys, my name is Jenny and today we're gonna have another book review. I got this beauty here a couple months ago for my birthday, but I haven't gotten to reading it until recently, so let's talk about it. The Reluctant Fundamentalist is actually about two men meeting in a restaurant in Lahore in Pakistan. One is an American and one is Pakistani, and they start talking, and the Pakistani named Cengiz starts telling his life story. As a really smart person, Cengiz is offered a very promising perspective in America. He's accepted to Princeton, he's accepted to one of the best firms in New York, and he finds a really nice girl whom he falls in love with. But throughout the whole entire story, the protagonist never feels as if he belongs, as if what he's doing is what he's meant to be doing, even though he's living the American dream. And especially after the 9/11 incident, Cengiz starts to question what he's living for and why he's doing what he's doing, and things start to change. The book is written in a way that is very easy to read. It flows very nicely, and I really like the perspective. It's not something that you find a lot, at least not that I find a lot in books that I read. It is a monologue from Cengiz's point of view. In my opinion, it gives the story a very tunnel look kind of feel because it is Cengiz's perspective. You don't get any embellishments, you only get what he thought at that point, what he's thinking now actually, and what he remembers. And of course what he's willing to tell a stranger whom you've just met in a restaurant. The book addresses a lot of interesting topics such as how you develop an identity, how you feel connected to a country or your nationality, and it also displays the conflicts within a person really nice when they grow up in one environment and they're put in a very different one and expected to feel at home and at ease. It also addresses the way how people change over time, how viewpoints change over time, and how characteristics or personalities within a person change over time. How you live your life now or how you imagine you live your life might not be the way how you'll live it in 5 years or 10 years. I also love the fact how it gives an outsider's point of view of the country of America. Of course, it's a very biased opinion. He praises what the country has been able to offer him, what kind of future it has been able to provide him, but he also criticizes how the US treats the rest of the world. Throughout the story, Cengiz is able to develop in two kinds of ways. One of them is in a political kind of way. He struggles to find his view on what's happening around him. For the longest time, he's actually in denial until he finally accepts the fact that he is what he is and he cannot change to be someone else. The other way in which Cengiz develops is emotionally, and it follows the story of him and his love interest Erica and the emotional struggles that they go through. I really enjoyed reading this book. Often you'd find these political kind of books very dry, but because it was packaged into a really great story, it flew by really fast. And I liked how there was actually two storylines going on. One was the story between Cengiz and the American, and the other one was of course Cengiz's past life. The ending is very interesting. You still do not know who that American is, and in the end, although you know Cengiz's past, you still do not know who Cengiz actually is now. So if you kind of like endings open to interpretation, this is definitely the book for you. It's very thought-provoking, it's not a very long read, so if you're trying to branch out into different kind of genres, definitely go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this review, which was long overdue, and you can stalk me on Goodreads or Tumblr with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!